Hello, welcome to Faith on Film. My guest today is not only an actress and a producer, she is also a beekeeper. Yep, you heard me right, she plays with bees. Will we talk about her love for bees on today's show? Probably not, because this is what I see when I think of bees. Stay tuned and learn more about her career in movies and not bees, all here today on Faith on Film. So, Francine Locke is an actress with a long career history. She was born and raised in the Chicago area, but a number of years ago, she was offered the lead role in Stand Your Ground, a true story that was filmed in Atlanta. She fell in love with the South so much that she picked up and moved. Since then, she has landed many roles, including a recurring role as Sandra Barkley, Avery's mom in the hit show Nashville. And she's, of course, a very dear friend of mine. Francine, welcome to Faith on Film. How are you?
Thank you, Isaac. I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm doing terrific. This has been a lot of work, but it's been fun getting ready to do these shows. And I'm so grateful to you for agreeing to join me on this show today. Now, the purpose of this show is kind of to really make the people aware of who and what is out there in the faith-based entertainment industry. So I want you to take the next few minutes and just tell us who you are. Tell us a little bit about your journey.
Oh, my goodness. My journey has been a long one, as you already mentioned. We won't say how long it is. But it's never a real straight path, anybody that's on this journey. So as an actress, you can be an overnight sensation, but there's really no such thing. So I've been doing this for many years. I started out in the Chicago area modeling and started doing commercials shortly after that. Then I would do industrial training films. My work area was basically Toronto, Montreal, and Chicago. And I just always stayed busy, whether it was specifically doing film work or print work or being involved in other projects. In terms of what I've done or why I've done it, I've been on, it's been an interesting path. It really has been. I've had opportunities that I have let go in my past, and I realized that there was a reason that I let them go because they would not have turned out that well. But here I am to live and breathe and tell you all about anything you want to know almost.
Well, since you brought up things that you have had to let go, early on in your career, and I'll be bringing this up now, you did a movie.
Quick.
You were in a movie called Risky Business.
I was.
Yes, and can you tell me, I mean, how has that impacted your career, especially now as a Christian woman?
It's really had it's been a mixed blessing, put it that way. Mm-hmm. When I first got the role, when I was offered the role, it's like, oh, this is so exciting. I'm this young person and I'm going to be in a movie, and isn't that great? And I really didn't have any guidance one way or the other. And what I had been told by the powers that be and the producers, that you would see certain things and not other things. And so I was the girl in the shower in Risky Business. Okay, so I did that. And what was okay, quit laughing. What was more, it was more, people were more aware of what I looked like after they saw that movie than they'd ever been aware of in their lives or my life before. And that's not what I was told was going to be seen. So the whole experience was one of a learning experience, and it wasn't a real positive one. I mean, everybody on set was nice. I had there was nothing negative about that process. But I didn't know what to expect, and I didn't have somebody there kind of guiding me through it. And yes, I met Tom Cruise, and yes, we were filming together. No, I don't talk to him anymore. People always, oh, do you still stay in touch with Tom? No, I don't. But to go off on that tangent a little bit, after I did the film, I never told anybody. I mean, nobody. My mom didn't know I had done it because I was embarrassed.
Oh, wow.
And I was at a party once, and somebody says, oh, you were in Risky Business. And I was just astounded that anybody recognized me because I thought I basically looked like a drowned rat. I mean, I was in the shower. I thought I looked absolutely horrible, and it was nothing to be, happy about. And when I saw the movie, I was disappointed. I was shocked. And like I said, I never told anybody. It wasn't on my resume. And I wouldn't talk about it. it did end up on my resume because in the working world, that's a ticket to notoriety, if you will. Oh, you've done a feature film. It doesn't even matter what it is, but you've done something, and that was a very, very big film. So it would give entree into a conversation of, oh, you did such and such, you know this. But I never talked about it until I was asked about 10 years ago by somebody on another Christian interview program. And it's like, okay, I guess I have to come to terms with this and talk about it. I mean, that was a long time ago. So now I can talk about it. I did something, I wasn't prepared for it. And there will be people that say, oh my goodness, what a horrible person you are for having done that. And all I can say is, you know what, everybody in the Bible was a horrible person for things that they've done. And there are people that would not hire me, I'm sure, because although I'm a Christian now, today, and I professed Christianity, I was brought up as a little girl Christian, it hadn't made a difference in my life at that point in time. You know, I was anything but a practicing Christian. I just knew that God loved me, Jesus loved me, and I went about my business. But today I can say that it has helped me in learning how to deal with situations that are uncomfortable, and to admit that, oh, well, I screwed up, and maybe I shouldn't have done that, but it has also given me a platform to tell people, think about what you're doing. Think about what you're doing when you're young. It stays with you.
Yep. Well, I hope that other show didn't judge you. We certainly won't do it on this show, because if I had to, think of all the mistakes that I did also when I was young, then I'd be in real trouble. So
we all have, and
we all have.
God puts us in a place for a certain reason, and it takes until sometime in our future to realize what it is and what we got out of it. So, I got something good out of it. It's like, but today people will say, they would know me for so many years. Oh, you were the one in risky business. And then it became, oh, you're in Nashville. So we kind of, transferred my fame, if you will, or my notoriety.
Great. Well, we're going to take a quick break right now. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about something that you are working on now, besides all the different things that you seem to be doing. But there's one specific project that we want to talk about. So don't go away. We'll be right back with more with Francine.
Sight and Sound Theaters invites you to experience one of the most powerful Bible stories ever told.
Samson, you're going to deliver our people from the Philistines.
God gave him the strength to fight thousands.
Where does he get his strength from? Nobody's that strong.
But his greatest challenge will be living with his own choices.
Who are you?
Delilah.
We want you to find out the secret of his strength.
We will destroy Samson.
Playing in Branson for one last encore season. Get ready for a mighty adventure for the whole family.
You are my rock and my strength. Be with me today.
Samson, live on stage at Sight and Sound Theaters in Branson, Missouri.
Cell reproduction, more than duplication. It's careful selection and organization, ensuring the perfect balance for development and growth. Powerful, so is our programming. Parables, the leader in empowering entertainment. Parables. Be empowered. Start your free trial today.
I wonder how long a dolphin lives. I wonder if they can make cookies in space. I wonder when people started brushing their teeth. I wonder if people and dinosaurs ever lived together.
Want to find out?
I wonder how much a cloud weighs.
Welcome back to Faith on Film. We're here today with Francine Locke, who is not only a beekeeper, but she is a great producer. Besides being an actress, she has produced a movie that I believe you're finished with it, Francine? Is it in
Yes.
post now? Are you done? Are you ready to release it? Can we watch it right now?
Well, I could let you watch it. Not right now, though. It is totally finished. The website is up and live. The movie is called Modern Prodigal. The website is modernprodigalthemovie.com. And it was a long, knowledge-filled learning opportunity that I undertook just about exactly 2 years ago to produce that film.
So it takes a while to get a film done then.
It does take a while. The first part of a movie is very easy, I think, deciding to do it. After that comes all of the coordination. And I've produced short films before, my own short films, and so I know what I need to do because I can rely on myself. And when it comes to producing a feature film, you have to rely on a lot of different moving pieces and people that have different responsibilities. And you hope that all of the people do what they're supposed to do and that they'll help out in areas that maybe they're not even supposed to help out in. But it was a good project to learn and to be able to say, yes, I have produced a feature film. I took it from the start all the way through to the finish. I got it done. And yes, it's ready to go. The website is live. You can read about it and see about our cast and whatnot. And you can buy it. Not individual. I'm looking for distributorship right now.
Okay. Well, listen, let's take a look at a clip right now. It's a trailer for the movie, so we'll know a little bit more about what the movie's about.
Justin, what don't you understand? I let him down as a father. I didn't do my job.
All I want is answers, Murphy.
That's what you don't seem to understand. Sometimes there are no answers.
Please, I have to know what happened.
Save your crusade for someone else. I don't know where he went or what he did. I have nothing here for you.
Yeah, I thought you guys were supposed to have all the answers.
I'm sorry, without a court order, my hands are tied. You know what this is? Up to 100 times more potent than morphine. We may have a problem. This place is going down.
Brian, decisions got consequences, and right now you have a decision to make. I'll tear this place apart until I find it.
Give it to me now!
What if I could do one last thing for him?
Wow, that looks like a pretty dramatic film. Now, you call it Modern Prodigal. Is it a modern-day story of the prodigal son, or?
It has the prodigal worked through it in more ways than one. Yes, there is a son that has gone away and has made some poor choices. But what's more interesting is the father and the journey that he's been on and where he ends up by the end of the film.
Wow. Now, you made this through your own production company, correct?
I did. I started making short films several years back, and in order to do it right and to learn the appropriate way to do things and be legitimate, I started a production company called L Film Productions. And I named it because of my mother. Her nickname was Elfie, and so you put Elfie and film together, and now it's L Film.
When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more with Francine here about why is it that we do what we do. I imagine, Francine, this has nothing to do with making a lot of money, but it's more of a... Yeah, I know, believe me. It's, but there's got to be a reason why we do this, and personally, I believe it all has to do with a calling from God to create entertainment that is going to feed our soul. Because right now we're just faced with such horrible things that are being fed to us through media, and it's up to us to make a difference and offer the right kind of entertainment. So when we come back, we're going to talk more with Francine about healthy entertainment.
Fort Worth.
I'm Noah Long from Colorado.
Hi, I'm Rayma. I'm from Oklahoma.
From TFI, I expected to be in a classroom and to be on set, but what I got was so much more.
I expected a lot of classroom situations, but what I got was a lot more hands-on, and it was more tailored to your interest in the filmmaking world.
A lot of great teaching and information that I could apply to what I love and what I do.
I came to TFI for my mom. She is really passionate about learning film and directing, and so I came as a favor to her, and I'm really glad that I did.
Get over here to TFI.
Welcome back. We are here with Francine Locke, producer, director, actor, beekeeper, and I don't know what else she does, but we want to talk a little bit about healthy entertainment. Now, for the past, I'm going to say year and a half or so, I've been on a real crusade to just make people aware that what you feed your soul really does affect it, just like what you feed your body affects your body. We eat unhealthy food, we're going to become unhealthy. We're going to get diabetes. Lord knows what other things we might develop because of our unhealthy eating. But by the same token, our souls are fed by what we hear and what we see. And for many, many years now, we've been fed very unhealthy entertainment. And I believe it's affected our soul. Francine, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, you touched on something that's really important when you talk about what comes in. Whether we're eating too much and we get fat, we drink too much, we say something stupid, healthy entertainment, as it pertains to movies, it's not just a passive activity. People make movies so that you think about them, so that you feel something, you get excited or you get sad. And those hot buttons, we all have different hot buttons, but those movies are set out to touch them and to make us feel something. So if we are answering what's inside of us, if I like to be excited in this way, and we continue to feed it even though it doesn't do anything good, it's a poor movie choice, and it becomes a part of who you are, just like with what you're eating. And right now I think that our culture is so focused on everything us related, on me related. You know, if it feels good, do it. Just do it. The me generation. I'm okay. You're okay. This started way back in the 60s, so it's nothing new. But this culture right now, we're being so focused on what's all about me. Let me get the greatest Instagram picture or the most Facebook followers, because it's all looking at me, and that you're not looking out for anything else. It's just all about you. And one thing that movies have a lot of in specific is sexuality. And that's something that it's so pushed on us from so many different avenues right now. And it's not just sex. It's, you know, the different genders that people believe, some people believe that they can be and they can change. It's crazy. And when you get down to the basics of it, the movies and sex, and it's really all about procreation. So we're like, I think, except for dolphins, we're the only animals that get specific, real good pleasure out of having sex. The other, I mean, if you look at two dogs, or, you know, you hear two cats in heat, it's like, it's not really pretty, you know? I mean, it's just all about procreation.
Right.
But since we get to be blessed with this real feel-good thing associated with sex, is a real feel-good thing that's just a short-term event, something that we're willing to take on the long-term responsibility. I mean, if you have sex, good chance you're going to get pregnant. That's the only way for it to happen. If we don't put value on sex, we don't put value on the pregnancy, well, then you end up with an unwanted pregnancy, you have an abortion. And the culture has made that kind of meaningless. Right. It doesn't matter really which way you're looking at sex, if it's teenage sex, if it's 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds, if it's extramarital sex, premarital sex, infidelity. Having sex in and of itself doesn't actually help us grow as people. It was given to us to enjoy for a specific purpose. God gave us that. We're the only ones that have that. But for some reason, so many people decide to practice it like all the time. And what do you get out of that? You get a short-term feel-good. You don't learn more. You're not a better spouse. You're not a smarter doctor or a better lawyer. It's self-focused. If this feels good to me, I'm going to do it regardless of the consequences. And there's such significant consequences, whether it's teenagers or premarital sex or gay sex or any. There are consequences, and we're so accustomed to just doing what we want without any sort of recognition of the consequences that culture has just. We've gone so far overboard. So is healthy entertainment important? Yeah, it's really important because we take it in, it becomes a part of us, and we have to be able to have some control over what we do. What we eat, we control. What we drink, we control. What we put into our bodies in every way, we should be able to control. Otherwise, no different than, a couple of dogs in heat. We got to be able to control ourselves, bottom line.
Right. Well, this is where I make that parallel of... the food we eat. I mean, I've always loved sugar, donuts, cake, ice cream. And it's
addictive.
Yeah, it's addictive. It makes you feel good. And so by the same parallel, then the sex that's injected so much into these movies does raise some feel-good emotions in us. And
endorphins, everything is stimulated.
Yep. So... definitely, I think what we're doing as it relates to healthy entertainment, and it doesn't even just have to be Christian or faith-based entertainment. It just has to be entertainment. When I say healthy entertainment that has healthy values to it, that has, I guess you could say, biblical values, not necessarily that Jesus has to be said every so many pages of the script.
It doesn't have to be a scriptural message. I'm going to go to church for that, or I'm going to watch a movie that's specifically made for that purpose. Yeah. You're not going to get your next door neighbor who's, drinking heavy every weekend to go out and watch War Room with you. I mean, the movie was made with a different purpose in mind. You're going to have to make a movie that stimulates somebody in some way, but also gives good positive values. If I watch a movie and there are convicts, we're in a prison, and somebody gets shanked, and that prison says, oh gosh, that hurt me. That's not real. But you want to get engaged in the film, so we have to make real movies that show people are real and they suffer consequences for making poor choices, bad choices. And then is there a way to come out on the plus side? Because sometimes it doesn't end nice. You don't tie a bow around a miserable existence because you made bad choices and say, the sun's out, the rainbow's there, and now it's a Christian movie. That's not what it's about. It's get the entertainment, have your soul be touched and impacted, but find out that there's something bigger behind that. And can you make better choices? Does it build you up in some way? Because if you put it into your body, there's got to be something positive that comes out of it. If it's just if it's an X-rated movie, it ain't going to be that.
Well, Francine, I want to thank you for taking the time to join me on this program today. Give your website one more time just so people know how to get a hold of you.
My website is FrancineLocke.com, pretty easy. And, of course, I'm on Instagram and Facebook like everybody else. And the film is Modern Prodigal, the movie. I hope that you will check it out and look at it on Facebook and give us a thumbs up.
Folks, don't go away. We'll be right back.
Sunflowers. To pollinate and reproduce, they turn and face the sun. Nature's way of reminding us that for ultimate growth, we must seek the light. Parables, the leader in empowering entertainment. Parables. Be empowered. Start your free trial today.
This summer, come to Orlando and bring your family to the Holy Land Experience, where the true heroes live. See with your own eyes the stories of the Bible come to life as you have never seen them before. Through breathtaking live stage musical productions, you and your family will encounter the true heroes of our history. memorable moments this summer at Orlando's premier family vacation destination. The Holy Land Experience, where the true heroes live.
I wonder if penguins have knees. I wonder how many colors we can't see. I wonder why there's so many stars in the universe. I wonder if we ever look like apes.
You want to find out?
I wonder if puppies have belly buttons.
Welcome back to Faith on Film. I want to thank my guest, Francine Locke. Hope you enjoyed her as much as I did. And I also want to remind you to check out Parables TV. It's a place where you can go watch some great movies, documentaries, children's shows, all kinds of great content for your entire family. Until next week, take care. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Faith on Film. I pray each episode stirs up a desire in you to support good faith-based entertainment. All who are involved in faith-based entertainment are doing so with a strong desire to provide you with content that both inspires and helps you maintain a good, healthy soul. As you know, just like we feed our bodies healthy food in order to maintain good health, we must at the same time feed our souls healthy entertainment to keep it strong. The purpose of this show is to raise awareness about those filmmakers who are creating this great healthy content and to help you get to know them better. So write me and let me know how we are doing. Simply send me an email at faithonfilmtv@gmail.com. That's faithonfilmtv@gmail.com. To stay up to date on new and exciting events, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Faith on Film TV. Also, let your friends know about this show and invite them to like the Facebook page so they too can keep up to date on what is going on with Faith on Film. Thank you and God bless.